What's up, everybody? My name is Marco Dupa. With me, as always, is Adam Obesius Rodriguez and Sports with Dave Romero. We're going to have a good time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the One Beer In Podcast.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in.
Like, how are you guys?
Let's talk about the VMAs.
We can talk about the VMAs.
Let's not.
Did you watch the VMAs?
No. What do you want to talk about?
I watched the end of the VMAs.
Actually, tell me about Kanye's. I saw his speech put to Seinfeld music, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, we watched.
Did you see it? It's pretty. He's like, I don't understand it. Brum, brum, brum.
So we did our fantasy football draft, which I got to show you my team. We did the draft, and then after everybody was done drafting, people went home. I still hung out at Eddie's house, and he turned on the VMAs because all the preseason games were over. But we only caught like the last bit of it. So trying to think when we turned it on. We turned it on when Kanye was receiving the Vanguard Award.
Wait, what's the Vanguard Award?
The Video Vanguard Award. I think they made it up this year to give it to Kanye West. Basically,
Why Vanguard?
who fucking knows, man? But Kanye West has been making, he's been making videos since 2003, and I guess they're giving him it's the VMA's equivalent to a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Like who's on the cutting edge?
Yeah, and apparently he's on the cutting edge. I don't know. I say that, but I do believe that he was. I don't know about now, but I do believe that Kanye was ahead of the curve whenever he put stuff out.
Yeah, I really liked Kanye workout plan. That was a really good music video.
Are you being facetious?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was an entertaining video.
Sounds like sarcasm.
I mean, it
I'm
wasn't.
sure he looks back at that video and he's like, what was I thinking?
I mean, it's not like an innovative video, but it's fun. I mean, the song is dumb. Like, what do you want from a video about a song about working out?
I have to admit, I never liked that song.
No. I'll give you that.
Not once.
In the course of the album, the College Dropout, it is a throwaway song.
Yeah.
That one's a throwaway song. That shit with Ludacris is a throwaway song. Could have done without all the skits.
Kanye!
So yeah, I mean,
broke.
that's on the second.
We ain't got it!
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's on the second.
Don't ever correct me again.
Well, don't be wrong again.
Especially in public. What are you doing?
Okay, before we get into, we'll go back to the VMAs, but let's touch on this a little bit, because this is the 90?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is the 60-minute Dogfish IPA.
Dogfish Head,
Dogfish
IPA.
Head, IPA.
Yeah.
So I'm a little surprised that we've never done this on the podcast.
Have we not?
I don't know.
I don't think we have.
Not the real deal is the.
Oh yeah, that's the show.
Mm-hmm.
This is just to get the juices flowing.
Yeah.
So we should chug our beers.
Yeah, so the piece de resistance that was given to us by our good friend Colin over at Pat's Liquor.
Shout out to
He
Pat's
went
Liquor.
to Colorado.
Oh. Uh-oh.
This thing's dick swanging. Hold on. Let me pull that up.
Uh-oh.
There.
We have the technology.
Maybe if you take care of your stuff.
I didn't even fucking touch it. Like, it's just been sitting here.
You just did. I forget exactly where he went. I think it may have been Delaware or something. I don't know. Up north.
Nice.
Yeah.
We love you, Colin.
I want to say Colorado.
I don't think he went to
I
Colorado.
want to say I'm going to look.
No, I don't
Someplace.
Here, you take over the intro. I'm going to look it up.
Okay.
Did he get it straight from the brewery, or
Yeah. He went
so
and
wouldn't it be
visited.
on the bottle?
It might be on the bottle. Let's see.
Colorado.
Delaware.
Delaware. That was the one.
Delaware.
That's the ticket.
Your state.
I was the one talking to him, so don't ever correct me again, Adam.
So yeah, he went and grabbed that from Delaware, brought it back down.
Correct. This is the 120 Minute IPA.
Legend has it is between 18 and 23% ABV.
Right. Very hard to find.
I'm excited. Are we gonna run through the 60-minute first, or are we gonna jump into that?
Well, I think we just tasted that, so maybe Up to you guys. We can save it to the end.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll kill these in the end. We'll do that. As
No,
the
it's gonna be warm.
Oh, true.
The Germans would say you don't want it fresh out of the fridge.
Is that what the Germans say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that Delaware was in Germany, Gavin.
This is Deutsch.
All right. We'll drink it later. Anyway,
Yes.
Vimus.
The Vimus?
The Vimus.
Mazel.
Kanye
Mazel
West.
Weiser.
Mazel.
Yeah.
Kanye
Yep.
receives the Video Vanguard Award. And, I mean, first, I don't know if, like, the clips illustrate how awkward his speech was, but, man, it was brutal. It was brutal to watch. Because what he does is he gets on stage, and then he soaks in the applause for a really long time. It's like 5 minutes of eternity that he's just soaking in the applause. So he stands there with his mic, and he's doing the pose. He's like looking off to the right and up. What is he looking at? No one knows.
Only Kanye knows.
And he's just standing there, and the crowd's going ape shit. There's a bunch of like 15-year-old white girls. They don't even listen to Kanye West. They just like him because he's married to Kim now.
That's half of his album sales.
And he's just owning it, man. Just eating that shit up. And this goes on for a long time. Then he finally lifts the mic to his face. Bro. And then back down for another like 5 minutes. And then it's like this stream of consciousness, just like whatever he can think of, it just falls out of his face. The speech was just like word diarrhea. And some of the
Kanye
stuff
beat
he said
poetry.
was, see, my problem with Kanye, this current iteration of Kanye West, is that he talks a good game, but he never backs any of it up. Like when he was talking about when he joined Adidas to put his new shoes out, he went on, I think it was the Breakfast Club, and he was talking all this shit about how, you know, I'm trying to create fashion for people, and I'm trying to have all my stuff be at like H&M prices because there's no reason that there should be this divide. There's no reason that people should be killing themselves over this stuff. You know, I want everybody to be fly and all this stuff. And then the shoes come out and they're like $300, and they make like 40 pairs of them, and then they sell out in like minutes. And they go online, the resale value is like 800%. And it's like, you did this. You know what you're doing, and you did it on purpose. So he said all this stuff in this interview, and I was like, man, he's making a lot of good points. This is awesome. This is like old Kanye. This is a guy who like cares about the people who buy his products. But it's a fucking show. It's a sham. And it's the same thing with this speech. He talked a good game about, you know, I want to make music for people, and I want kids to be able to grow up and be themselves, and we're trying to innovate and all this stuff and blah blah blah. But I'm just not seeing it from him. Just not seeing it from this current Kanye West. Like, this guy cares about things that, like, I don't know, just like his priorities are not where you would think a guy who wants to be a revolutionary, where his priorities should be. So he just, like, words just kind of fall out of his face, and then he ends it with, oh yeah. Oh no, before he ends it, he says, now, I know y'all probably thinking that, like, I smoked something, and, like, yeah, I rolled up a little bit before I got out here, and then the crowd goes apeshit again, because, again, it's 15-year-old white girls who are like, oh, I smoke pot.
The police come out of the rafters.
they come down on
Get down!
So yeah, he says that, crowd goes crazy. Then he finally, you know, he ends it with the famous, you know, he's running for president in 2020 thing or whatever. Then he walks off stage. I read that he was supposed to perform. That entire thing was, he took up his time because an MTV exec said, yeah, he was supposed to do a medley of his hits, and instead he stood there and just, I don't know, babbled for 20 minutes.
Certainly gave a performance.
No, he did. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone was talking about it. It was the thing from the VMAs because, I mean, I didn't watch the rest of them. I heard The Weeknd's performance was really good. Miley Cyrus was...
Train wreck?
Weekend's
Yeah.
hair is stupid.
Yeah. Can we try to analyze what's going on with his head?
Did you see the meme that's a white guy with a hairstyle
Yes.
that looks like this?
The weekday. It's great. I love that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was going for with that. And we talked about it a little bit. People, I mean, he would get ripped apart if he didn't make the kind of music he made.
Yeah.
Like if he was just a rapper, people would destroy him for that haircut.
Or just a guy.
Or just a regular dude. It looks like he's wearing like a hat that doesn't fit him. It looks like he's wearing
Like
a
a
pirate
Sherlock?
hat to the side.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I was gonna say Sherlock Holmes hat.
Yeah.
Mixed with a pirate hat sideways.
It looks like he's wearing 2 baseball caps, one going this way, one going
It
the
literally
other way.
looks like something died on his head.
It looks like somebody took a style guide at a barbershop, cut off like half of it, and put it on another one.
and said, I want this and
that.
this. Is there any way you can do both? I think we ran through that pretty good.
That was the weekend's hair, everybody.
Thank you.
Can we make that a weekly segment?
Can we do that from now on? Let's write a couple jokes. Just trash on some celebrity of the week.
Just go through it a couple minutes. So yeah. Then after he does that, then Miley Cyrus, she has her performance, and it's just awful. It's just awful. And it's not about the transgender people who came out and all that stuff. It's not about the statement she was trying to make. The song was just bad.
I've heard
It just wasn't a good song.
I've heard very, very bad things about her album.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. She's trying to bank on this whole like,
I'm crazy.
yeah, I smoke weed and like look at that. She's got her tongue all out and she wears weird outfits, but it's like, I mean, there's people doing weird shit better than you. Like Lady Gaga is doing that shit better than you. Like Bjork
Where's
is
your dress made out of?
right. Like it's
No.
not. You're not. She. I don't know. She's.
What the shit? What
No. It's
the?
just.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Kevin.
Just out of the corner.
You're talking about Bjork. It's only fitting.
That you would say that? No.
You sounded like a swan, so that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like you were up in the mic doing that.
Swan dress.
It's funny when people like Miley Cyrus, they do things and then we're supposed to believe that they're the only people doing weird shit,
Yeah.
or like they're the only people innovating or doing.
Whoops.
I'm a fucker.
Thanks, Miley.
It's just I'm tired of her shit. I'm tired of seeing her, and I'm not tired of her in like a pop culture kind of like, oh, Miley Cyrus, get off my TV. I'm just like tired of the shtick. It's not entertaining because she can sing.
Can she?
She can sing.
I think she's a mediocre singer.
I wouldn't call her mediocre. I'd call her average. I'd call her slightly above mediocre.
Isn't that mediocre?
I don't think mediocre and average are the same thing. I think
Nah.
mediocre is an insult.
There's more.
Mediocre is an insult.
There's
if
more.
you're,
Yeah.
If you're average, you're okay.
You're
I
okay.
can deal with you, but if you're mediocre, it's
Yeah,
like
you don't wanna
can
hear
sing,
somebody's
but I don't want to
mediocre.
listen to that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like a step below it.
All right, let's talk the difference between like a Lady Gaga versus a Miley Cyrus.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga in any way.
However, would you call her more of an artist than Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
I call
course.
Miley Cyrus a joke.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
I call her a joke.
yeah. And
No,
I think,
yes, I would. I think that she's trying to make a statement, and in a lot of ways, she's done that. And I like some of her songs.
well, and I think that makes all the difference in the world because even with somebody like Kanye that sometimes says stupid shit, he generally makes what seems to be an attempt at artistry
Right.
in his music and style and whatever else. So we let him get away with these shenanigans because we know it's for a higher purpose generally.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Some artistic integrity. Something. Miley Cyrus, I don't see that.
Right.
I don't get that. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem. And I think that the reason that Kanye is losing support is because his last album wasn't like universally received as good.
10 out of 10. What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you're talking to Rolling Stone, who hype beast on anything, unless it's good stuff. You know,
Bob Dylan's good.
This is a side note, but I went through Rolling Stone's old reviews.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting. You should go back and look at their old reviews. Like, they gave Illmatic, I think they gave it like 3 stars. They gave A Tribe Called Quest, I think the Low End Theory, they gave it like 2.5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at their classic reviews versus their reissues where they learn where they fucked up and they were like, no, we gave it 5 stars. We were there. We
Yeah.
knew. Like, Nevermind. They gave Nevermind like 3 stars, and then they went back and they were like, no, it was 5 stars. We know it was good.
Yeah, yeah.
We
It's
knew it
like
was
when
good.
Rolling Stone was mainly like a rock magazine.
I mean, they were supposed to be a music publication.
Right.
Like, if you're going to review a classic rap, well, it wasn't classic at the time, obviously. It's got to, it needs that time. But if you're going to review a rap album, like, you have to view it from that lens. And all they get is fucking Torre to do anything hip-hop related. And it's just not enough for me.
That's actually really interesting of an idea, because you can't review something really in a vacuum, right? Like, you have to take the surrounding world that it comes with.
Right.
So, something like Rolling Stone, like David was saying, is predominantly looked at as a rock first magazine, especially back in the day. You end up with these specialty magazines if you want hip hop news and you want the inside scoop.
You get
Yeah.
Double XL.
You get Double XL, you get
The Source.
Source, but
The Source.
yeah,
Well, you could get the Source. Not anymore.
You don't know.
You don't want to get the Source anymore.
I mean, most of these magazines are dead anyway.
Yeah.
But when you do that, you also have to take in consideration a lot of these magazines may have been just trying to sell things to the people they're trying to pander to that want to buy these magazines.
Right.
So whereas a band like Nirvana may have come at a time when the establishment wasn't necessarily ready for them to embrace that type of music.
Yeah.
We're coming off of like the 80s cocaine hair metal scene.
Right.
And people weren't ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So in that lens, yeah, he would give it a bad review because of that. So
Yeah, but I mean, you would think that they would be more aware of those things, because it's not like, those albums were universally panned and then everybody got back onto the thing. Like Rolling Stone is singular in that a lot of their reviews were bad reviews, and then they went back later on and fixed them.
yeah,
So it's not. I mean, they are viewing it from, I think, a biased lens
For sure.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And probably still now, but it informed a lot of their reviews.
yeah.
Prevented them from, like, I don't know. Just I don't think they had people who understood the music at the time.
To answer your question, yeah, Lady Gaga is better than Miley Cyrus.
to drive this train
Bring it.
back to where it was.
Bring it right back.
But yeah, so the song, to get back to Miley Cyrus, like the first line in the chorus is, "Yeah, I smoke pot, something." It's like, really? That's how we're opening this song? That's it?
Starting strong.
That's the lyric? I was like, come on, man. It's
provocative.
And then she's got a bunch of like I said, the transgender people, and it felt like to me, and obviously it's not how she sees it, but it looked like she was using them as a prop to say, hey, look at me. I'm part of the LGBT community.
Yeah.
I am very open to these things. Look at all these drag queens I have behind me. Isn't this awesome? That's what it felt like.
There's a
It
bigger
didn't feel
meaning to my
genuine.
stupid music.
Yeah, and then at the end of the performance, she's like, "Oh yeah, my album is for free on Miley Cyrus Kills Puppies or whatever." It was a very strange website where you would get her album.
I think that's the name of her new album, actually.
Yeah, okay,
Dead Pets or something.
Yeah,
Miley
Dead
Cyrus
Puppies
and Dead Pets.
Jesus Christ.
So then you go to that website and you download her album for free. But then it was like, again, it was another instance where it was like, yeah, okay, Beyonce did that. Fucking J. Cole did that. Like, plenty of artists have been doing the whole free album out of nowhere thing.
Yeah.
So you're not the first person to do it, but she announced it like, oh yeah, check this out, this new thing that I'm coming up with. Look at that website. It's like, you're not innovating anything.
Miley.
And even Macklemore did something similar with the homosexuals during
Did you say Macklemore?
for
I'm
gay
sorry, just the way that it came on was the homosexuals.
for gay marriage.
Yeah.
At the
Yep.
at the
He's coming,
the
he's
award
coming out.
show.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Which one?
Where he played the song that was about equality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they brought
I
out
can't
all the
change
gay
or
people that got
whatever.
married.
Same love.
Yeah.
You're gonna make
Yep.
Marco's
Yep.
Republican
So really-
impression come out.
So really, she's not doing anything new.
Yeah. No, she's not.
I
No.
think I mean if I were part of the LGBT community, I'd find that kind of offensive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to just have. Well, I mean, you could look at it like, hey, look, look, that's me on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am, and I can see it in a major way. Or you could look at it the way I saw it was like,
Right.
they're used as props.
Being
they're just
used.
they're just part of the production. They're part of the show.
Are drag queens like an extreme of the homosexuality community?
I think it depends because some drag queens are just cross-dressers
Right,
and
not
not
even
homosexual.
gay.
Right.
So
It's a very sticky thing to start trying to peel apart.
yeah.
Shut up.
I bet it is.
Well,
It's a complex issue.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure who should be offended by that, because there's
That's a good
there's
question.
gay people that aren't that extreme, and then there's straight people who are, and they do that. They cross dress like Adam said. So who's
I thought you were
supposed to be
I thought you were
offended?
gonna say they cross dress like Adam.
No.
I don't. But to your point.
What I do on my weekends doesn't concern you.
But to your point, you're right. It is a little interesting. Like, who should be offended by that? I am, as a straight viewer, just offended by the fact that she would use those people, in my eyes, just use them like that. So it's not even like offended in a way that, like, how could you, do the community like that? It just seemed like it wasn't very genuine. So I was offended on that level. So I don't know.
You can
I know I'm not the only one.
No, you
Like
can.
she's using it for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She's trying to be
Cashing in on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, because it's a big thing now, and she it didn't have anything to do with the song.
No.
Eh.
I mean, okay, for that, look, she could have done something really smart here, and that is go for this, like, weed legalization thing. If she's making a song about being high or whatever.
Right.
Come out and have something in that performance having to do with weed. Have her
Yeah.
smoking a bong on stage or
It's
whatever.
so provocative that she's smoking something
Exactly.
It's legal in 3 states.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're not like, and it just goes back to my point. You're not innovating anything. You're not new. You're not different.
Right. And they're filming that in California, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's legal where you're doing it.
whatever, man.
So what do you? You're not. It's not
Breaking
you're not-
barriers.
Wow,
Yeah, but
man.
nobody thinks that. So many people in like Minnesota are gonna be like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
But I mean, but are they though? At this point with Miley Cyrus, like, are we really surprised that she does anything? Like, why would anybody? Like, okay, she had a wardrobe malfunction. This was actually pretty funny. So me, Eddie, and Mike are watching
That'd
it.
be funny.
It's okay. I don't want. I mean, it could be.
Is this going to be mediocre?
You might laugh. It's probably a mediocre story. Stop propping it up. Just let it. Fucking...
Everybody, be quiet. Marco's telling a story.
So anyway, now I'm nervous.
Hey, you should be. It better be good, Miley.
We're watching it, and she's behind like this. She's behind like the curtain because she's throwing it to the next thing. Or she's throwing a commercial because she's about to come out and perform, and she's like holding the thing up like a shower curtain, and she says something, and it drops, and you can see her tit. Like it was all over the place. Everybody was talking about her wardrobe malfunction.
I saw it.
But the thing about it was, like, I didn't see it. Like, I was just watching the thing, and then Eddie goes, "What, did you see that?" And I'm like, What'd you see?" "That was a fucking boob, bro." And I was like, "Wait, how did you see that?" So he's got a DVR, so he rewinds it, and then he fast forwards it, and he goes, he goes in slow motion. And we catch it. I actually have pictures. Because I thought,
What a pig.
I thought that he was the only one who caught this.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, there's no way anybody else caught this because
Like in the
it
world?
happened so fast. Yeah, no, I thought that he caught it.
You thought Eddie sees things that
No,
people do
dude,
not.
it happened so fast.
Expert boob detection.
It happened so fast. So he's going through it. So look, that's her. And then she's coming around, she throws, and then boob.
Oh, yeah, that's a boob.
That's a boob. That's her boob. But he just caught it so quickly that I thought, like, oh my god, we may have something here. These pictures are gonna go viral because nobody on God's green earth could have seen that tit that fast.
It was already on porn websites.
No, I mean it was, dude. As soon as I Googled it, shit was all over like Instagram and like, it was everywhere.
There has to be like boob bots just searching
Just
TV at all
waiting for
times.
Boob bots.
It's the perfect name.
Detected.
Yep. Nipple.
Areola in vicinity.
So yeah, I mean, all in all, I didn't see the rest of the show. I don't know who received awards. Oh yeah, there was the
Who won Video of the Year?
Taylor Swift.
Bad Blood?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's Kendrick's best work.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I can't believe I forgot this. Taylor Swift was the one who introduced Kanye West. She was the one who brought him on stage. So she presented the award to him. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal because that was where he went on stage and blah blah blah. You know, the whole deal.
God, if she would have walked up.
No, I was really hoping that she was going to do
drop
that.
it off the stage. Oh my god.
I don't know about throwing it off the stage.
Or said Kanye West, and he comes up, she goes, "Just kidding." This is actually what.
I don't know, man. I got a lot of feelings about Taylor Swift. None of them are very good. I'm not in the community of people who's like, you know, go Taylor. Good for you for forgiving that man. Good job. Really happy that she's bigger person.
That man.
Are we done being a little TMZ?
I guess.
I mean, if you want to, I was having fun.
It feels good to embrace the dark side from
just
time to
embrace
time.
the gossip
I kind
sometimes.
of hated that segment.
Yeah.
All right,
a
cool.
lot.
Good.
Just so you guys have
Excellent.
it, you didn't mention the Nicki Minaj thing.
I was just about to, but we've got Snarky McSnarkpants gonna shut everything
I just
down.
wanted it to be in there so it's a comprehensive TMZ.
Hey, Mark,
Oh.
that funny story was kind of mediocre.
Okay. So what did you want to talk about?
Mr. Robots,
Okay. How many episodes have you seen?
like 2,
How many did we see?
3.
At least 3.
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
think
you're on. You said you're on 6.
I think
I'm
we're
on
at
6.
like 4. I want to say we're on 4.
You haven't watched 4.
I thought we watched 4.
I don't think so.
Did you watch any more after I left that night? Like I know you
Yeah.
finished that
I watched
episode,
one.
and then that was it. Did you watch anything after that?
Nah.
So then, yeah, you're on episode 3, or you've on 3. You're on 4.
We're watching-
You should be watching 4.
But we watched one together, didn't we?
They've been
We watched
watching
one, I
Narcos
think,
instead.
I think it was when Dave was out of town.
Yeah, so we saw 4.
I guess we could talk about that.
We
I haven't
saw
checked
4.
that out yet.
Yeah, let's just talk about TV. Open
All right,
segment
all right,
about
yeah.
TV.
Pump us up about Narcos. We pump you up about Mr. Robot.
So Narcos is a story. If you have ever watched the documentary Cocaine Cowboys,
I have.
you'll be familiar with the story.
Okay.
It is set in Colombia, and it is about cocaine.
Cocaine, I mean.
Yeah, and
Got me so far.
basically the trafficking of it that went undetected for a while into the ports of Miami, and sort of that transitionary period when they were going after people for pot, and they thought that was the worst that could happen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, cocaine just flooded the United States. So the story is told in a very, I'd say, Scorsesean way. Lots of voiceover, very violent.
Yeah.
Dark, but there's like a little hint of humor to it all. I really like how the character. I mean, I've only seen the first 2 episodes of it, but I am primed to keep going. It's one of those that makes you want to marathon. I think Netflix is really good at that.
Yeah.
So it's really good. It has a very good setup.
I think Netflix. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Go ahead.
Netflix is primed to make stuff like that because they have all the tools they need to make shows like that because they can go, all right, what series are people marathoning straight through? What do they all have in common?
Oh yeah, they have the data to say who's right.
Yeah.
It's built-in analysis. And
You know what though? I don't know though, man. I think that that's a bad practice, and I do it. We all do it.
Right now we're loving it. We're loving it, but eventually, like, there's going to be a pattern. Like, these things are what drive people to marathon a series, and just like movies, like horror movies, become formulaic. We'll be able to do that with series.
Yeah.
Right.
I like being caught up on things, but then once I'm done, I feel like, man, I should have took my time with that. Like
Yeah.
The Wire, I flew through The Wire in like a week. Probably
Yeah,
less than that.
I'm still sipping on that.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I blew through that fucking show because I wanted to just catch up. I wanted to know what happens. But when you watch it, like when we were able to catch the last season of Breaking Bad and some of season 4, I think, right? We saw some of season 4, then we went all through season 5. We were able to watch that every week, and we were able to sit down and tear it apart,
marinate in
Yeah,
your
we were
mind.
able to really think about it.
Yeah, we should catch up on a show and make that another segment too.
Mr. Robot. This could be the one. I mean, the season just ended.
Series, yeah, the season.
Or the series ended, not the series. The season ended. So we got to wait a year.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer.
But yeah, what about Narcos makes you want to watch more?
I mean, it just the entire cast is basically unknowns. Like I've never seen any of these actors, but they're very good, and it's very refreshing to see a level of acting and production that is on Hollywood level.
Yeah,
but I can watch at my leisure.
It's a true story.
It's a true story. Yeah, I mean, they say in the beginning that they fabricated some of the names and some of the instances, but overall, again, like I said, if you're interested in this topic, watch Cocaine Cowboys, because that's actually a documentary. But a lot of it like matches up from what I've read and seen on this explosion of cocaine in America in the early '80s.
The guy that plays Pablo Escobar fucking kills it.
Yeah, he's really good. He's very intimidating.
Yeah.
Better than Benicio del Toro?
Yeah.
Better than Vinny Chase.
But Benicio del Toro played.
Yeah.
In what?
In another movie about Pablo Escobar. I'm pretty sure it was just called Escobar.
Really?
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
That's a good choice. I like Benicio del Toro.
Yeah. Oh, didn't he play Che?
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I didn't
too.
watch. Man, I watched the first one of the two.
The two series. Yeah.
Oh, that shit's so long.
It is. No, I saw the entire thing. It's really good though.
Oh my goodness!
It's worth your time.
I read Che Guevara's biography. That is like a fucking dictionary.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's where they got most of.
Like pocket dictionary or like full blown dictionary?
No, full blown.
Like
It's
Webster's?
like it's thick, dude. It's like that.
It's
big.
dick, dude.
It's thick.
It's dick, dude.
Thick. It's a thick dick. It's a thick dick book. And it's a read. It's a fucking read.
True that.
And the text is really small. No pictures. Actually, I take that back. There are pictures. Halfway through the book, you see
Communist
Che's.
propaganda.
You see that.
Get the fuck out of here.
You see Che's dead body. It's very awkward. I was like,
Spoiler alert.
I just picture him.
no, dude, that's exactly how. No, he's got his eyes open. It's weird. It's messed up. I was like 12 when I read the book. It's weird.
All right.
Just scarred forever.
To see that, he's just kind of like laid in the bed with
People
his
die
eyes wide
weird.
open.
People do die weird.
That's a weird death, to die with your eyes open.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, they do it in movies a lot. It seems
A lot of
pretty
people
common.
know.
Yeah, but then they do one of these. They
do.
brush their hands over their face.
My uncle was a
Forever.
paramedic for a while. He said that's bullshit. Like
What, to have the eyes?
You can't just close
Or you
somebody's
can't-
eyes once they're dead like that.
Yeah, the rigor mortis sets in. You can't just.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that kind of ruined every movie.
what
that
about-
Yeah,
happens.
kind of.
Yeah.
It really does kind of take away from those moments.
What about people pooping their pants when they die? Is that real?
That's real, yeah.
That's real.
Yeah,
Does that
you-
happen all the time?
Not all the time, but your bowels can release because obviously your sphincter's not working anymore. So, and if somebody like presses on you, you can fart.
You just become a prop. You just
Yeah,
become
no,
like a toy.
No, because you don't realize it, but your body's full of gas and air. So, like, if your lungs are filled with air still after you die, if they push on it, you can go. Creepy stuff.
Oh my god, so dark but so funny.
I just imagine there's like morticians that are just like that's normal to them, and they think it's funny. And they're probably like, "Hey Jim, pull his finger," and then like just press on his stomach.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I read an article on Vice
smells like
that
death.
that was supposedly from a mortician or like a mortician and a crime scene guy that comes to clean up after crime scenes.
Right.
And like they don't give a fuck. Like they don't care about your dead body. Like you're naked and gross and whatever, and they take you like it's nothing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta have like zero fucks in the
Right.
tank.
He
to
did
clean
say
up after crime scenes.
After about a year or two of doing it, he couldn't do it anymore though. Like he started to go crazy.
Well, who does that job for a year and then decides like it's not for them? Like that's not something you just
I don't
try
know.
out.
I guess he was young and just trying it.
I'm working in a restaurant to see how I feel about it. That's what you do. You don't fucking try out cleaning up dead bodies.
How do you do that for the first time though?
Yeah, or how do you even get into that?
How do you get into
industry?
that business?
Like, dude, you know what? I think I can clean that body up. If you want, like, I can clean that up. Like, I have the stomach for it.
That college. So, what are your interests? College.
Dead bodies.
Career planning 101. What are you into? What are you interested in?
I don't know. Death. Dead people.
Okay. Well, we have like a taxidermy class for animals.
No.
No, not.
I don't-
You
I
want
don't-
something closer to home?
Yeah, I want like fluids and yeah, I'm into fluids. And,
Fluids? Okay.
and smells, weird smells.
Well, we do have an opening for a mortician's assistant.
I mean,
It's
that's
kind of a hard job. It's
no.
Promise.
Is it really hard? Will they always be hard?
I'm not sure. I'm not qualified.
I'm
to
not a
answer that
scientist.
question. But we do have Adam the mortician preceptor here to inform you more about it.
Do you like sphincters?
Yeah, I'm into sphincters. That's one of my, like, if you go on my Facebook page, it's like sphincters up at the top. You know,
But
pros.
how do you like them?
Loose, tight, releasing, any way that they can be.
You got the job.
It's gone on
Thank
far
you.
too long.
Thank you.
Shout out to our morticians.
Yeah.
Keep doing your job.
They're doing a dirty job.
Thanks for keeping us dead.
Hey, look, it says my name. I think we were going somewhere with that. What were we talking about?
we were talking about.
Let's go back to TV's on tap.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Mr. Robot.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, Mark and I did a skit about Lottie's pillow shoes, and we decided to do more improv shit.
Yeah.
That wasn't the best we've done, but
We're working on it. We're working on it. It'll get there.
Dave's empty.
We workshop it for you.
No, I'm empty. I'm just kidding. I'm not empty. I just want more.
We'll get there. But Mr. Robot, you guys are still working on it. I
Yeah.
finished it because I have cable.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Great way to
I bowed down to the cable overlords because I want to watch
throw it out
sports.
like that.
Okay. What if you wanted to go back on an episode?
I can do that. I have on demand.
Oh shit.
That's how I went through it.
What if you want to watch a movie?
I don't know. I have other apps for that, Netflix and.
Cable Master Race.
Thank you, Bright House. Thank you for overcharging me, for bending me over your knee and raping me.
Oh well.
Whoa. All right. That's maybe you shouldn't drink this.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This smells dank.
Oof.
Holy Christ.
That might be a little too strong.
This is like taking a shot.
Yeah.
This is a bit much.
That's like syrupy.
Holy shit.
It's thick.
Have you smelled it? It stinks.
Yeah, it
Yeah, no, it's the exact words out of your mouth were dank, and that's perfect
Yeah.
for what this
This
is.
shit stinks, but it is.
It's delicious.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
Gotta
It's
be
like
careful with this shit.
concentrated good flavor.
Yeah, like
It
you
is.
would make less stronger beer with this shit.
yeah. You would cut this.
Cut it with
to get
water.
to
Put it in like a beer
something you would
base.
sell to people.
Just beer base, and this is the concentrate that goes into it.
Yeah. I can see why this could be around 20 ABV. That you can taste that.
Put that in a soda stream.
Yeah. I can taste that shit. It is pretty good though. I don't know. Might be a little strong
good?
for my
Let me
taste.
taste yours.
Yeah, you should just
Oh,
here,
well.
go away from-
Anyway, Mr. Robots.
Yeah.
I like Mr. Robot because it's very much a narrative story from the perspective of the main character, Elliot, who's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
But him being in IT and me being in IT, I relate to a lot of things he has to deal with.
Yeah.
Gav says that he doesn't like how pretentious he is, or what were your words?
He's pretentious and whiny, and he thinks that everyone's naive when in reality,
Right. Yeah, but working in IT, you get a lot of dumb people. So I can understand how someone like Elliot sort of thinks just spans that broad assumption over everybody.
Sees the world as stupid.
Yeah.
And working in an office job, you meet IT guys and you meet a lot of guys around computers. There's a lot of guys who are just like that.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not
it's
not a
absolutely.
caricature.
Yeah.
He's a very well written character.
Yeah.
And as the series progresses, you get more and more into his psyche and how he deals with things and I mean he's such that show is so well written so far. It is so well
And shot.
I
Like,
think
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
beautiful.
it looks beautiful.
I
Yeah.
think it is the new Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I've
People have
read
made
that,
that, yeah.
and they
Yeah,
were talking about it on the
connection.
podcast. Yeah, that's a good. I would agree with that. It
Because
is.
there are certain scenes where I'm just like, all right, I don't understand where this like. I think like the story has to end at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's nowhere else for them to go, and then they find another direction to take the story.
Yeah.
And I really like that because it keeps me guessing, and it's not something that's just like laid out in front of you, and it's just like here's the storyline, here's the vanilla.
Right. And it's not done stupidly like a show like The Walking Dead sometimes does. where it's like there's no way out of this, and then they go into like a direction that just doesn't make sense logically.
Yeah, so far it's yeah, and man, kudos to whatever executive at USA was like, dude, we need this, right? Yeah. We need this on our channel, because it, first of all, it gives USA so much credibility to have these kinds of shows on their network, because it's in a good.
It fires them right up there next to AMC.
Yep.
Next to AMC.
I mean, immediately puts them up there, because if you don't think so?
No,
AMC
they start the race. AMC is like, you got Mad Men,
Breaking
Bad,
okay, but you don't have those anymore. We're talking about currently.
Right. It gives you the idea that they have the potential.
Yeah.
Right, it's definitely their foot in the door.
They could have a lot of good shows going forward, with this being the one. I mean, it's really violent in some instances. It's just, I don't know. It's just so good. It's just so good.
So good.
If I could just insert one...
There's like a truck outside or some shit.
I think it's kids. If I could just insert one other perspective other than, the hype train.
Choo-choo.
Hype train don't stop.
It would be that's my biggest issue with the thing, is that it does only give you one perspective. I don't like that they only write in his perspective. With Breaking Bad, you got Walter White's perspective, and you have to try to empathize with him, but you also get the other side of
the police
law enforcement
and
aspect.
right.
With this, you don't get the other aspect. You get what's in his head only.
I get
Evil
that.
core. They don't call it what it really is. In that scene with all the business people in the room, you don't see their faces because they want them to be faceless.
Right. I get
It's
that.
not cool.
But that's a literary device, though.
Right.
Yes.
And I think that using that on a TV show, I think is amazing.
Very unique. Yeah.
So, although you're right, that criticism holds weight, I don't think that, in my opinion, deters from the quality of the show. I think it makes it better. The fact that, like, we don't know which way is up. We don't know what's real or not. We don't know what he's perceiving and what is actually happening.
Right. We're actually a figment of his imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
It says it from the very beginning. Like, we are only seeing what's inside his head.
Yeah.
The corporation that you bastard. You bastard.
There was more in it than I thought.
Is there like a genetic malfunction in Dupa?
Yes, there is.
Body does that all the time.
It didn't seem like there was so much in it.
I'm so sorry, Colin, if you're watching this.
Could you grab me a napkin, please? Don't give me your cum rag. I want like a towel.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyway, I was going somewhere with that.
Sorry, it was not intentional.
Yeah,
You
so
disappoint me so much.
so with the storytelling in that way, the company's called E Corp, right?
Yeah.
But we only hear it as Evil Corp because that is how he interprets
tells the story.
it.
Right.
Exactly. So things like that I find really cool, and for people that aren't really listening that deeply, they might go, "Oh, why do they keep calling it Evil Corp? Why do they calling it Evil Corp?" But it's definitely a direct literary device that's on purpose. So
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I like that perspective to go from. That's unnecessary. It's not like I didn't spill it anywhere. It's all on me. I didn't go anywhere else.
Let's dry up your shame.
You couldn't just use your hand? You needed to ask for a napkin?
I mean, it was all over me.
I got it.
Moving
I asked for
on.
one napkin.
Moving on.
One
Keep this train going.
One napkin in podcast.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys need to finish it because it goes in directions that
0 to 100.
yeah.
Real quick. For people that haven't watched it yet, is it worth starting?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, is it worth finishing?
Definitive yes
I'm gonna.
on both
Yes.
counts. It is a great show that you need to start watching.
Can I get you guys to ask another question?
Yeah.
Is it going to fall into the same trap that every other show of this category falls into?
Well, I think that,
Because
It-
the narrative's so narrow.
but it's not though. You gotta watch more of it because it broadens, and they take it in different directions. There's more stories that they can talk about. Characters do things that you're like, really, you're doing that. So yeah, it can definitely, in my opinion, last for at least another couple seasons, depending on what they do with season 2. To a new viewer, I don't think that it's going to fall into that trap because they've already not made it a stereotypical hacker TV show. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like this, like, you know, they don't do like hacker things on the show that make you like, oh yeah, he's good with computers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a line that one of the characters says, and he's like, I've been doing this for 30 plus years. Not once have I seen a dancing virus on a desktop yet.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, like in a cliche hacking movie, like you'd see someone like punching a virus and there's like a smiley face, or
Yeah.
someone dancing,
Yeah.
or Jurassic Park, the
Yeah.
And that type of shit doesn't exist.
And they're actually using like programs that make sense. Like when you look at it, you see they're in the task manager or whatever when they're inputting stuff.
Like
they're
when
not
they-
like
when they-
ticky tacky on their fucking
Yeah.
keyboards, like clacking.
They're using
away.
code.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the script that they write is actual script. The lingo they use is shit that happens when like they talk about DDoS attacks.
Yeah.
Those are real. Those are things that are common.
Right.
And that's kind of what made me like it more. Is
Yeah.
that they aren't just like, they're infiltrating our security sources with
Right.
whatever. You know, just and
It's,
like
it's a virus.
hot words. You know,
It's accurate enough.
Yeah, apparently the creator is a computer guy, so he knows a lot of stuff that like that's where most of this resource comes from. Is like this is the kind of shit that he used to do.
It's not about to me, what I'm asking is, it's not about the accuracy of what they're doing. I'm sure they're well researched. It's about the applicability to like all spectrums of society. Like hacking is only going to go so far.
But-
like there are other problems in the world that don't involve technology, is what I'm saying.
But is there though? It's 2015, bro. Like most of the things that we do are hand in hand with technology. Like what he does in the show and what happens in the show is tied to socio-economic issues, the stock market and how people are attached to their phones, how they put all their information on stuff. So maybe not in an environmental way, but in a societal way and in an economic way, they touch on all of that stuff.
yeah, and the corporation itself in the show is in everything.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, we're also talking about only the U.S. and Western Europe. The rest of the world isn't like us. That's
No, but they
connected
touch on the rest of the world too.
China.
China
You
is
need
too.
to watch more of the show,
You're
bro.
right, you're right.
You gotta watch more of the show.
All I'm saying
As-
is, like, in
your
real life-
questions will be answered
in real
once
life,
you see more
there's
episodes.
always a way around these technological barriers.
But that's the thing though. We're getting to a point in real life society where there aren't going to be that many avenues to get away from this stuff. We are tying so many things to technology that one thing goes down, one infrastructure goes down, and it's like dominoes. And then we're stuck saying, like, what do we do now? Like, we're tying so many things to our phones and to how we do things with technology. That,
Or Skynet goes up and
yeah.
goodbye.
I mean, they already have that. We watched that video with the robot, the AI. Have you seen this video?
Yes,
have you
with
guys
the
seen
head-
it?
the stepdad
Yeah.
video?
Yeah, with the what?
The weird stepdad AI.
Yeah.
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 It's called Ex Machina.
I am a very attractive man. I will fuck your daughter. He says that. Watch the video.
Does he actually?
No.
Maybe we're talking about different videos.
But stuff like that. I mean, they talk about the dangers of that. I mean, this is not a conspiracy theory. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't like. That's the kind of shit that we're moving towards, and they touch on it very well in the show. Keep watching it. Once you finish Narcos, because obviously you're not gonna let that shit go until you're done with it. Get back on Mr. Robot.
It's addictive,
It
like
is.
cocaine.
It is.
Cocaine. Yeah, I mean, just think about if an EMP went over, like,
Yeah.
you know, the entire United
That's
States.
the thing, is you guys only think in constructs of like the media that we watch, but there are contingencies in place for that. Like, we know what to do in the event of an EMP. It's in congressional hearings every day.
Have you played Call of Duty Ghosts, bro?
Yeah, man. Of
Obviously
course you
he
do.
hasn't.
Doesn't go
You
well.
You thumbstick and you knife everybody.
It don't
So
go
what
well.
happens? I mean,
You doofus.
what happens if they pull the plug on the stock market? If everything that they're trading just
As
turns
if there's a
off?
singular plug.
I'm talking figuratively, dude.
Got
I'm not
him.
saying they're gonna.
No, there's always a way around, because any society that puts too much weight in one medium of exercising power has always failed, and we know this. We're not stupid. We know what our citizens do.
His belief in America is beautiful.
There's a
No,
fat
it's
joke
just-
in there.
Okay, so
I pledge allegiance
I'll talk to you guys about
to the
it.
flag
It's too long.
It's too long.
of the United States of America
And
and to the republic
To the Dominican
Yeah.
Republic.
which it stands
Don't say it.
one
One
nation,
Can't say it anymore.
Under God,
Under Jesus Christ himself.
indivisible,
with liberty,
and
justice.
for
Everybody.
Beer. In.
This has been the One Baron Podcast.
Wait, what do we think about the No 120?
We're rolling. We're rolling.
You always do this. You didn't even say the episode number, Marco.
Huh? What?
You didn't even say the episode number.
I'm not.
Say it.
I'm not doing that.
it's like 60 something or whatever.
It's 68.
If you don't get it, you don't get it.
You just don't understand.
You just don't get it.
So, Adam, what do you think of 120?
The 120 is like a kick in the mouth, man.
Yeah.
In a good way. I actually really liked it. I'm giving it a 5.5. It's not something I drink every day,
Damn.
but
Could you drink a whole one?
Wow.
yeah, I could.
Man.
I could, and
That's like a 12-ounce shot. you
I'd
know?
I'd be good for a while.
Hold one and done.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I'm going with a 4.
4.
I didn't like it that much.
We're gonna have to need. We're gonna need a casting call.
It does the job, but
Clearly.
yeah, it's just I don't know. It might be a little bit much for me.
There's so many flavors in there.
Hey,
though.
whatever.
Yeah, there's
man.
a lot of flavor in that. I'm also gonna give it a 5.5.
All right, well, good. I'm glad I kept it from getting a straight 5.5 across the board.
That's for you.
Suck it.
Oh.
Thank you, Colin.
Yeah, thank
thanks,
you, Colin.
That was delicious. Really
Check
was.
out Pat's Liquor.
Pat's Liquor. We were talking about Pat's Liquor earlier,
Yeah.
and how official they're becoming.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Started with the T-shirts.
Mm.
Actually, I think it started with them remaking the entire liquor store. If you're
Yeah, they redesigned
in
it.
the Orlando, Oviedo, UCF area, you need to check out Pat's Liquor
Pat's
if you
Liquor.
haven't yet.
50 cents right there, right now.
50 Cent, yeah,
Yeah,
50
he's
Cent
there
is there
right
right
now.
now.
Actually,
Curtis
right now.
50 Cent Jackson.
He
is
literally
there.
is there.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. 50
No.
Cent is there.
They are becoming the next like local Total Wine.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, they're
whatever you
becoming
want,
like a legit spot to go to
whatever
to
you
get
want,
your stuff.
they got it.
It's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very cool the evolution of it. But yeah, thank you, Colin, from there. We should all be rating this on Untapped shortly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have an account.
Well, we have a one beer in account. Don't
Can
worry.
I end the show now?
No. Pat's Liquor. You just met her.
Now it's over. My name is Marco. That's Obesius. That's Sports with Dave.
Bye.
And that's Gavin Benner off camera.
Hey!
Thank you guys for listening. Have a beautiful evening and drink beer that is incredibly
Incredibly potent.
Yeah. Thank you.
What a health.
Good night.
Health potion.
For your health.